Anti-government protests are still shaking the Middle East. What began in North Africa are now taking place on the streets of Bahrain, Yemen, Syria and the Kurdistan region of Iraq. In Kurdistan, the protest eventually led to violence between protesters and Kurdish police forces, and since then, dozens have been killed while hundreds on both sides have been wounded. I am now joined by Dr. Jawad Mella, President of Kurdistan National Congress, an umbrella organisation committed to Kurdish independence through diplomatic means. Dr. Mella, why do you think Kurds are protesting against their one and only government, which they have recently managed to build after years of struggle in Iraq?
The first, it is, you know, in the Middle East now, it is a wave of protesting, wave of demonstrations everywhere. And the Kurds as well, they have satellites, they have internet, they have Facebook, they have everything, and they have near communication with all other nations in the area. And they got it from other people. I agree with their demonstrations because many things the Kurdistan regional government, they didn't done it during the last 20 years, should do many things, and they really failed, and I hope to do something quickly and very quickly, not to do as Mubarak said first speech of Mubarak, he threatened the people, the second one in middle, and the third one he gives the people everything. I want the Kurdistan regional government today to give the people everything, not to give them in the last speech. It will be too late.
As we speak, members and clerics of the Kurdish Islamic opposition parties are intensifying the protest. Do you think these political forces are able to further establish democracy and social justice in the region?
Any movement in the world can take over the street of Kurdistan, because the main Kurdish parties, they have nothing, they have no ideology how to make the people reach to a safe place. Sometimes I saw the communists become very powerful, sometimes the Islamics, sometimes other groups, because themselves they have nothing. They collecting people from everywhere, from all ideology, but themselves they have no any ideology. It's empty. So in the physics they said a room, it is empty from the air. Any air from outside coming will go inside, good or bad, no problem, because here it's empty, the room. Any air from outside coming very easily. And in politics as well, the same. When the main political parties, they have nothing in ideology.
Is it useful for the Kurds in Turkey, in Iran, in Syria, to begin a movement similar to what is happening in the Arab world at the moment, described by many as the Arab Spring for liberation? Is it useful for the Kurds to begin something similar to achieve their rights in those countries?
I think good idea, good chance for the Kurds with this big move now. And this move should be start in 1990, when the Soviet Union collapsed. Maybe the Arabs become late, about 20 years. And this move should be started from that date. It is good idea to start the Kurdish people, their protest and their demonstrations against the rulers of Kurdistan. If it is now Turkey, Iran, Syria and Iraq. I still say in Iraq the occupier of Kurdistan, because the Iraqi Kurdistan with the good struggle of the Kurdish parties, unfortunately become three Kurdistans. One under PUK, one under KDP, one still under Iraq. In their struggle, the bad struggle, our Iraqi Kurdistan became three Kurdistan, unfortunately. I hope the Kurds everywhere to start demonstrations, and it was very possible the Kurdish leaders in Iraqi Kurdistan officially ask United Nations to have referendum for all the Kurds in Syria, Iraq, Iran and Turkey. Because now the Iraqi Kurdistan officially now the big state and countries, they listen to them.
Yeah, but do you still think it is occupation when majority of the Kurds in Iraq voted for the Iraqi constitution?
They voted for independence. You know, it is the referendum being done in Iraqi Kurdistan, 98% they gave it for independence of Kurdistan.
But at the same time, they also voted for a constitution.
But Kurdish parties, they have something to do for the interest of their party. It is more important than the interest of the nations. Even when the nation, they give KDP 50% and to PUK 49%, and then they had a meeting and they decided to make it 50-50. That's mean they didn't listen to the opinion of the nation. The nation said 51 for 49, but they didn't listen to the nation and never listened to the nation. So the demonstration started. The demonstration started maybe in the hands not good people, but the nation, it is in very miserable situation. Arrived to here. Very miserable situation. Should the Kurdish leaders quickly sort out these problems? It is very bad to see some people, they have no bread to eat, and some people very quickly become milliardaire. It is not. It is nobody accepted. Nobody accepted this situation. Even if the nation as a to make them as a herd, as a sheep, they don't accept it. Some people they have food, some people they have no food. Some people they have a shelter, some people they have no shelter. It is very bad situation. It is exactly as the situation in the capitalism when Bernard Shaw said about himself. It is he had a big beard and he was bald. And he said that the system, it is as me. It is a huge outcome, but unfair distribution.